Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Fallout 3 You Only Live Once. Last time we rescued our father from the vault, and then went on to completely ignore him during the time he probably arguably needed us a little bit more, because right now, and you can actually, literally you can see him down there in the bottom left, that's his little compass marker blinking away there. He's making his way back here to where I already am, to Rivet City, and he's doing it by the stupidest route possible, which is why I'm not bothering to join him, because if he does it off screen, technically the enemies aren't loading, which means therefore he does it without any trouble whatsoever. If I go with him, he runs into all sorts of trouble, and so do I, so I'm leaving it to him. But yes, we can see him on the map right now. There he is, blinking away. He's, he's just past the Citadel, and now he's going to cross the bridge and make his way through town past all sorts of super mutants. So I'm just going to wait and let him catch up with us a little bit. There's the flippin' man of the hour. Bloody finally makes his way back to Rivet City. Took him, when did we set off? I think we kind of set off about 24 hours ago. It took him to do that. Bloody well done, Dad. Okay, I've just waited to the following morning, and now we can join Dad down in the science lab.
I told you it would work, Madison. And now I can prove it.
James, you're back.
And with good news. I was right about Brawn and the Gek. If we can find one, we can adapt it to work with the purifiers. That's why we're going to head over there right now and get things up and running as best we can.
You know, if it were anyone else asking me to do this, I'd have them run right out of Rivet City.
And you know I wouldn't be here if I didn't think this would really work. It's time, Madison.
Damn you, James, when this is all over, you owe me a drink. I'll get the team together.
So there we go. Madison and her team are now going to... You just swiped in the midair there. Madison and her team are going to head back over to the lab in the Jefferson Memorial, which means the road there, I won't be going alone. This is why I saved doing this to now rather than doing it earlier. So, let's speak to Dad and get this mission underway. And Dad will head on his way. Madison and Lee will pick up some extra people as well. So here we are outside, and the team of James, Madison, and one of the scientists are now heading towards the Jefferson Memorial.
Keep your nose clean.
Where are the others? There should be two others. There should be two blokes coming with us too. Whose names escape me at the moment, but it's less than perfect. I was kind of hoping those guys would come with me. Yeah, the whole reason why I didn't go to Project Purity last time is because the Super Mutants on the road on the right and the Super Mutants up on that kind of scaffolding over there as well. So I kind of wanted these guys to basically act as, well, decoys, to be perfectly honest, sadly. But where are the other two? There should be more. There should be two. Maybe they're just going to teleport there automatically. I don't know. But I swear those guys are supposed to come on the actual road with you. Alright, fine. We'll have to, unfortunately, make do without. Your dad certainly has a gun. I'm not sure if either of these scientists have a gun. I'm pretty sure Madison actually doesn't. So, who are you? Oh, of course, Janice Kaplinski. Do you have a gun? I'm not sure she does, you know. Which could be a bit of an issue, because they are going to walk straight past a not wholly insignificant super mutant encampment. Bare minimum, there's no Talon Company or Burke's Hitman spawning over by Anacostia Crossing, which can be a good spawning location for those guys. Got to be a little bit careful here. Yes, this part is once we get into the Jefferson Memorial itself, is pretty much non-stop shooting and action and me in danger. This is probably one of the most dangerous parts I've done yet, aside from Desmond's house in Point Lookout. I'm pretty much like, when I was planning this route, like, you know, I sketched out the various places I had to go and which ones were and weren't dangerous. I marked this one down as one of the, you know, this is one of the more high danger parts that I'm going to be doing. The question is, there might be super mutants up to, oh blimey, look at the variance in health there. Yeah, your dad and Madison. Actually, Madison has more health than my dad. Interesting. Yeah, a hit from Lincoln's repeater and does that to Madison. Janice Klapinski has no health whatsoever. Your dad actually has less health, which is interesting. They both will have basically zero damage resistance at the moment, thanks to the fact that the lab coat and the Volt jumpsuit both pretty useless. So that there is obviously a super mutant camp. And the question is whether those are still there, or whether the game's been kind enough to get rid of them. That I'm not actually sure about. If there is trouble, Janice Klapinski could die before she even makes it there. Oh, what's that? I can't see. Oh, yeah, we got something over there. There we go. Took out one super mutant in a single hit. But if he's there, that means the minigun wielding one up top is probably there too. Oh yeah, they know something's happening. They know danger is here. What are they going to do about the minigun one? Oh, hang on, that's the brute. Okay, I got a sneak attack critical, which is pretty good. Question is, how much health does he have left? And what's Dad going to do about it? Super mutant brute. Oh, I might have just shot the minigun out of his hands. Which could be incredibly convenient. I'm just going to fire bullets in. This gun's got 0 spread, so I should be hitting him every time. Yeah, nice. Now, we got a super mutant over there. And sneak attack critical. Was that... I think Dad might have taken a shot at him too. I think it actually might have been just the camp cleared out. Or enough of the camp cleared out. There's a 4th super mutant at the back. But unless you actually go in and aggro him, he shouldn't ever disturb you. Alright, good. That's... Uh-oh. That's not entirely good starting point though. There's one over there, one over there, one... Yes, there's clearly a super mutant right there. And... Dead. Lovely. Fortunately, because Dad and the scientists... Because Dad... Oh, no, they've just picked a fight with a new super mutant. Because Dad and the scientists are not companions... normally in Fallout 3, if your companion gets spotted, you go into, you know, danger... caution, whatever. That doesn't happen in Fallout 3 if they're not officially your companions. Oh, there's Gaza! He's caught up! Excellent! I don't know which of these guys are essential right now versus which aren't. There's a super mutant up there that my dad's trying to get a hit at. Have I got a shot? Oh, yes, I do. Nice shot. That was pretty good. Yeah, the problem with Fallout 3 is sometimes it's very hard to know whether or not you can actually shoot through a gap. Like, that gap there, I'd have not been sure whether or not actually you could genuinely fire through that. But it would seem on this occasion we can. Lincoln's repeater is doing the job pretty nicely with sneak attack criticals. That should be it. Yeah, there's a wasteland captive up there, but unfortunately we're not going to go free them. We've got more important things to do. Oh, look at this. Back in the days when you flipping had to, when you wanted to loot something, you had to go into the menu every single time. What terrible, savage, nightmarish age Fallout 3 is set in. Now, there should probably be more super mutants up top here. Yep. And if I can just get a... Oh, that wasn't a good shot. That wasn't a good shot. That was a bad shot. Bad shot. Come on, someone distract that guy. I don't want to have to fall back into water here. And... There we go. Sneak attack critical, good. Fell back into caution. Where's my dad? Is he leading the charge? Yeah, Dad's up front, then Dr. Lee, then Gaza, and Janice Klipinski at the back, then that wasteland captive, and then we don't care about any of the rest of it. Alright. Okay, good start so far. Yes, you see... Actually, you know what? I could have done this without their help. I just think it's safer to do it with these guys, because these guys are perfect. Because, yeah, they're not companions, so the fact that they get spotted and effectively get into combat, you can still stay hidden regardless, which doesn't actually happen in Fallout 3 if they are actually your companions. He's brought a spiked bat. We're taking out a super mutant infested facility, and he's brought along a spiky bat. Bloody hell. Right. Super mutants, there's going to be... I see ya. I see ya. Dead. See, Lincoln's repeater with sneak attack criticals, they just can't... Basic super mutants can't stand up to that. And I'm not exactly sure why it's all basic super mutants here. Fallout 3 works a little bit oddly, which is when it was randomly spawning enemies, they were tied to your level. So at this point, I'd expect to see a few brutes and the odd master in. But when it was like actual plot areas, like around the Jefferson Memorial, the enemies seem to be much more fixed. So no matter what level you come here, it always seems to be super mutants, basic super mutants. So if you just show up a little bit later with really powerful guns, that makes you really, really powerful. Kind of the opposite of what we kind of see in some parts of Fallout. Oh. You're okay. That's an early warning system right there. If Madison Lee's panicking, that's an early warning system. We've got super mutants nearby. Well, I already knew there was going to be like one at the top there. And my dad's immortal, as is Madison, but she won't get involved in the fighting. Anything on the... Oh, flip. Ah! I think oh, sneak attack critical on Dad's there. Not what I wanted. There we are. There we go. I'm very sorry, Dad. I didn't mean to just kill my dad or try to kill my dad. I swear, I don't have unresolved issues from my childhood about, you know, that whole him leaving me in the vault thing. I don't. I'm fine. Now, he's not firing anymore, which means I think we should be safe. Is there one on the bridge? If there is one on the bridge, he's far enough back that it's not actually an issue anymore. Fine. Okay, that's absolutely fine. But now, unfortunately, we reach the really annoying bit of this mission, which is they all mysteriously decide that they're just going to, you know, hang out here, not do anything. Eventually, if you kind of try and figure out why aren't they doing anything, if you just speak to your father.
We can't accomplish anything until we can get inside, but none of us are particularly capable fighters. I hate to ask you to put yourself in harm's way, but you seem to have learned to handle yourself. I need you to go in and make sure it's safe for Dr. Lee and her crew.
Which is an utterly ridiculous thing to ask your, what am I canonically? I think I'm his 19-year-old daughter who only left the safety of an entirely sealed environment a matter of weeks ago. And, you know, this guy has been making regular trips in and out of Vault 101 since before I was born. He has experience in the Wasteland, and he travelled single-handedly in a flipping vault suit out to the Vault of Tranquility Lane, yet he doesn't want to come in with me. It doesn't even make much sense from a lore perspective. How could you ask me to do that, you idiot?
I'm afraid I don't have many options. Please know that I would never put you in this position if I didn't think it was absolutely necessary. Will you do it?
And I don't like this, but I guess I'll do it.
Thank you.
This is one of the 2 areas in the game that basically mean you can't do a total pacifist run of Fallout 3. The first is obviously the Radroach in Vault 101, which is completely unavoidable. And the second is Waters of Life. You actually have to go in and clear out the Super Mutants in here by yourself, and no one will go in to help you until it's done. Everything else you can work around. So, and both of these areas are unavoidable. The only way to skip them is to basically glitch out the game and completely sequence break. And not sequence break in the really kind of light, fluffy sequence breaking that I did last week, where I went kind of straight to the vault and stuff. Oh, hello. Flipping Janis Kopinski's finally bothered to show up. No, it's in proper sequence breaking, like you have to glitch your way inside the Citadel early and then make Elder Lion start talking about, you know, how terrible the events of Project Purity are when Project Purity hasn't even been seized by the Enclave yet. Yeah, you basically have to break the game in order to skip this section. But alright, that's what we need to do. Into harm's way we go. And one Super Mutant straight ahead of me. Oh, flip, 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 flip. Right, back outside. Good. That was a brute. I was expecting to do a little bit. And they're all panicking. Good. Excellent. All right. Let's just one hit that brute and then escape before he sees me. Okay. Straight back in. And one more shot. There we go. That brute goes down. That's cleared at least our entrance point into this. And conveniently, Super Mutants seem to be quite bad at seeing each other's corpses. That's not really a thing in this game, so you don't have to worry so much about that. Now, what's going on here? Oh, yes, of course, the turrets fight the Super Mutants in this game. I'd forgotten that. So there's going to be nothing here, but there's going to be something over here. That is a turret. A turret that's going... would fight Super Mutants. Hang on, what was that red over there? I just saw a flash of red over there. What is that? That's got to be a Super Mutant, surely. I can't see it clearly. If I can just get a red icon, I'll take the shot. I've just got to get the angle right. If I can get a sneak attack critical to weaken it, then let the turret finish it off, then that's actually perfect. I'll have to take a shot anyway and hope they just... Yep! Okay. Keep an eye on the compass. I'm in danger, so they say. That could just be the turret rather than whatever I was trying to aggro. Caution. Alright, fine. In that case, what I'll need to do is I'll just need to take care of the turret with the terminal. Because I don't want to destroy it, because I might want to use it again later. So, turret control system, which I can activate from round the corner. Rather lovely. There we are. Vengeance. Got lucky on my first few guesses there. Okay, deactivate the turret system for now. So that turret system is now not dangerous to me. But if I could draw something into it, then I can reactivate it, and then that all works very much in my favour. So we've got an enemy over there walking away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get a shot in their back and then immediately turn around and run back the way I came and reactivate the turret. Okay, and... Yep, and that's... Oh, I think I didn't even hit him. I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, no. Right, activate that. Right, now, activate the turret system. Now, run around the corner. Yep, now activate vengeance. Okay, this is all going absolutely according to plan. This is broadly what I expected to happen. And then round the corner. And they must know where I am. I went into danger. They must know where I am. There we go. And, yep, he's shot by vengeance. He only has a... Oh, he only has a melee weapon. Dead. Into caution. More super mutants are potentially coming yet. That'll be the turret. Right, time to reload. The caution may be the turret, not another super mutant. I can't guarantee that one way or another. Yep, that's true. In which case, the turret now needs to go off again. And deactivate the turret system again. See, that turret system can become my best friend. It's absolutely fine. Now I just need to find... The problem is, as I get further into the complex, that's going to get more and more difficult to do. There's one of them I should be looking straight at. That means he's really close around that corner. Oh, hang on. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. I honestly thought the hitbox was never going to let me get away with that one. Yeah, normally when you shoot really close to the edge of something, Fallout 3 basically says you hit it rather than actually going past it. The hitboxes can sometimes be quite significantly bigger than what you're actually trying to... Ooh, okay, that's the next one. That's the next one right there. Where are you going to be then? You're actually quite a way around the corner. Nothing more that way. Okay. I might be able to get visibility of them before they see me thanks to these pillars. And oh, you're just... oh, you're just the basic one. Right, lovely. Oh, back into... Okay, caution, caution, caution. Back away. No need to cause more trouble than I want. Let's just keep an eye on the compass markers here. Okay, back into hidden. Whatever was putting me in caution is going to be in this direction. Something around this way. I'm not sure which way that's going to be facing, mind. I think I just saw it move this way, so therefore it's probably facing this way at the moment. If it starts moving back the other way, it'll have turned away from me, and then I'll just go, oh, no, it's heading back towards me again. Is it really close by to me, like round the other side of the nuka thing? If so, this probably isn't the best angle to approach, actually. Okay, let's just head back round the other way in that case. Okay, if he's facing that way, then I was right the first... Right, never mind. Back to where we started. And round the back of you. You're going to be about here-ish. Yep, there you go. Dead. Vengeance takes care of them. Very, very nicely indeed. Now, I'm not actually sure the quest icon of this, where it lives exactly. I.e. how much you have to clear out before your friends are willing to come join you again. Do you have to clear out everything, including all the sub-basements? Or do you just have to clear out the main room? The main room's going to be a bit more difficult, by the way. Because, unlike this, there's not kind of like lots of hidden corridors I can use. There's going to be a centaur down at the bottom, then probably 2 super mutants up in the control room. So... I don't really have much choice but to basically just charge the centaur at the bottom and then hope no one in the control room sees me. That's pretty much my only shot. So, ooh, super mutant at the bottom. Yep, super mutant at the bottom. And he's going to... Oh, okay, yep, basic super mutant. Okay, didn't... Back to hidden. No one else heard that somehow. There should be a centaur, I think, around here somewhere. He's kind of my next target. Where's the centaur? Or at least I thought there was going to be a centaur around the bottom. Normally there's a centaur who just bums around the bottom. Could be misremembering. Because that's all the thing there is. Right, now. Project Purity in all its glory. Now, where is the... I swear there was a centaur down here. Maybe that's a random draw. So the game is saying right now, I'm really close to the things, therefore I'm allowed to know where the enemies are on my compass, even though technically, you know, there's walls and soundproof glass and whatever between me and them. The game doesn't really care about that, so Next thing's next. I've just got to take out what could be the only enemy, because I would have thought if there was a centaur, that must have just been a random draw. I just happened to have seen on multiple previous playthroughs that I've seen a centaur in there in the past. Question is, what are you? It would be nice to know what he is. He's going that direction, so if I go around here I can sneak around the back of him. Not too bad so far. Nice and slow. And what are you exactly, my friend? Oh, you're a brute, but okay, you got stunned. Good, 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 good. That's him taken care of. Good. Actually, no, I've been lucky. That's 2 brutes that had sledgehammers, not miniguns. So, yep, the basement clearly signed down here. So, here we are in the sub-basement. This area is much more dangerous, and it's mainly because it's confusing, because Fallout 3 lacked up and down arrows on the compass marker, so, like, you saw that thing there, like, that thing is obviously not right there. It's several floors below me, but I don't know exactly how far below me it is, because, yeah, it's, could be anywhere. Those 2 things there, that thing there, I'm pretty sure no super mutants spawn in this opening area, so therefore they're not in here, but they're down on lower areas, which can make this whole area very, very hard to navigate. Right, okay. Now, the only place on this first top floor where a super mutant can spawn, if I know this game correctly, is in this room here on the left. And this is the room you get born in, by the way. This is the room where the little opening cutscene, you're supposed to have been born in Project... Oh! Uh-oh. Right, okay. And the centaur was... Okay, good. Took 2 bloody rounds to take care of him there. Right, I was thinking Vat's just messed up by shooting the thing. Are we? Yes, we're in hidden. Okay, fine. The downside is I've just realised I didn't actually go and restock my mines before doing this. I don't really have that many mines, which is a problem, actually. I could have done with more mines than I've brought. Mines is a very good way to do it, because the thing is, all the super mutants are downstairs. The only way to get from downstairs to upstairs is via this here staircase. So, actually, you know what? I've got 1 bottle cap mine left. This is an excellent place to put it. This is a good place to put the bottle cap mine. Now, with that down, I might be able to snipe off 1 or 2 mutants down here through this thing. I think this wiring you can shoot through. I'm willing to be corrected if I'm wrong, but I think you can. And if as long as you're not too far back... Oh, what the... Oh, maybe not. Right, okay, I've just made a bit of an error there. They can see through it, but I can't spot it. But one of them will run to that bottle cap mine, so that's fine. Right, out this way. Yep, somebody died. And the Master's leg is crippled. That's good news. I'm going to go over to Vengeance now and basically hold out here. If anything goes wrong, just shoot anyone who comes around the corner. Basically, we're in caution, which means they're already got a bit bored of exploring. I've crippled the Master. That's good. The Master, if I'm lucky, will be holding... Ooh, oh, no, I got shot there. That was totally a shot. I just saw that. Right, but we're back to hidden. Right, never mind. Right, that was a really light tap. I think that was just a hunting rifle. Taking me down from 289 out of 410 to 279 out of 410. But I've killed the Master and I'm back to hidden. So actually, you know what? I consider that in this area a fair trade. So it was this, yeah, it was that super mutant with his hunting rifle. He managed to get 1 shot off before dying, which I will take gladly, to be honest. Now, I'm not sure of the exact numbers that do actually live down in this section. It's not a high number. It's probably like not much more than 6 to 8. And I've now killed with, what is that, 3 or 4. So I've killed probably about half of them. And the others are now going to be more spread out than they were, because I've killed the ones that were all kind of hanging around in this opening area ready to go, which is actually not a bad thing. Had I had more... Also, I was genuinely lucky that Super Mutant Master had his leg crippled, because that's a really good status condition to put in a Master. I'm pretty sure he was using... Was he using a sledgehammer or a super sledge? One or the other. Anyway, he's, yeah, very often uses melee weapons, so this is a good thing now. Just got to move slowly and find the remaining enemies. Some of them will wander, but I imagine the ones that wander most I've already taken care of here. So, ooh, 1 basic super mutant goes down. I'm still hidden. Lovely. Obviously, I'll know when they're all dead, because when they're all dead, I will actually get a message saying you have successfully cleared out Project Purity. That's the actual quest being complete. So as a result, I can always know that's going to be the case. The tapes in here, these are the tapes that actually tell you how to find Braun's lab and the vault with Tranquility Lane, if that's what you need to do. If you've never played this game before, those are the notes that tell you it. So this is why you normally come down here anyway. In fact, it's almost kind of odd that the game sets as a quest objective as part of when your dad's outside, hey, you need to clear out this basement, when arguably, if you've played the game in the normal way, you'll have come down here normally anyway. No one in here, because no red showing up. I think there might be only one remaining, and I think I know where that one is. Only one, yeah, one compass tick. So he is going to be through that door, probably facing away from me. So where is he now? Yeah, okay, right. Ooh, is he going to be... That's a tricky one. I'm not sure if he's going to be facing me or not. And... oh, yep, he is. Right, yeah, we're just going to take the back shot. That's lovely. Just going to take that safety back shot. That's a sensible thing to do. And is that all of it? Yes! Cleared Project Purity of the remaining mutant threat. I can now tell Dad it's safe. Okay, I will gladly take 10 hit points to clear out the basement of Project Purity. I'm pretty sure it's guaranteed a master. It's in the same way that I've pretty much always seen a master. No matter what low level you are, the game seems to spawn a master in the Museum of Technology. Yeah, I think the game just spawns a master in here anyway. Though I'm lucky I'm not level 13, otherwise it potentially could have swapped out that master for an overlord. So, alright, yeah, I'll take that. I think that's a pretty good result. And there we go. But as those of you who know this game well will be fully aware, that there was the first and easiest of 3 steps we're going to have to go through as part of the Waters of Life. This is not an easy quest.
I'm proud of you. Now let's get in there.
So my mission has now changed to escort the scientists inside Project Purity. So basically I'm just following these guys up to the main control room for the moment.
I need you to get to the flood control pumps and activate them so we can clear out the water and reach the mainframe.
Your dad basically now sends you on a couple of really uninteresting little fetch quests, so I'll mainly skim over these and just show you where the actual conclusion to them is. It's actually something of a kind of slightly odd misstep in this game, that like, yeah, the game just kind of sends you on 3 little fetch quests in a row, and 2 of them are completely pointless and uninteresting. I guess arguably it's supposed to be like, I don't know, kind of luring you into a false sense of security, because there's going to be some, you know, high drama happening in a minute, so making you do some fairly simple mundane tasks kind of lulls you into a false sense of security first. I'm not sure. I don't think it works anyway. So just turn left, and at the end here, this in question is the thing you need to push, just a big button at the end here. So the flood control power switch.
Great work on the pumps. Hurry back, and I'll give you the fuses you'll need.
And yeah, now you have to go back up to the control room to be given the fuses, which you then have to bring straight back down here to plug into somewhere else in the sub-basement. It's, yeah, just really slightly weirdly padded busy work.
I've been hearing good things about you. Is it true? Did you really disarm the bomb and Megaton?
I mean, I guess part of the reason is, like, the game wants to, like, do a bit of exposition between you and your dad, and it decides to, like, split it up with these little tasks. But, yes, I did indeed disarm the bomb, and I regretted it immediately afterwards, because I didn't know about the Burke's Hitman being a fixed event. Had I known, I would have just left it be.
I'm very proud of you, even though you put yourself in harm's way. Here, take these fuses. The box is back down in the sub-basement near the eastern end of the level.
The fuses in question, just go to the kind of the very end where we shot that very last Super Mutant, go downstairs from that a little bit, and it's this big old panel here.
Fuses in place. You should be able to access the mainframe. No need to go back to the control room. Just head straight there.
So, next objective, go to the mainframe. And that's these big here doors on the left in the little room that we entered in the first place. So that's now open and can be opened just, you know, there's no switch or anything, that just opens by itself. Drag that open, and then it's just this big old button here, I think so.
There are a few minor repairs still to be made up here in the control room. Why don't you come back here and give me a hand? Actually, wait, there's one other thing I need you to do. Janice says there's a blockage in one of the intake pipes. It's on your way back. Head back up to the museum level and give me a call on the intercom when you get there.
So just head back through the gift shop itself. And this time we're heading right and up to the top. This room that, well, you've got no reason to have come here before. There's nothing kind of interesting or useful in it. And I think if we speak to this here intercom, Dad has further instructions.
All right. You should be just outside the pipe that's been giving us trouble. Now don't worry. This isn't dangerous at all. Just get inside and use the manual controls to drain the pipe. That'll break up the debris enough for the filters to function properly.
So, this is the little outlet in general, the pump control. The pipe's interestingly full of crap, spatulas, little books. I think there's is that little, what is that about? Is that a traffic cone? Yeah, there's lots of crap in this pipe for a thing that's supposed to be producing purified, safe drinking water. Okay, here we are in the pipe, and this is the thing I need to turn. What I've done is I've waited until about 2 PM to give myself the best possible light. Because here's what's about to happen. I'm going to turn the pipe, and the Enclave are going to show up. And if I remember this correctly, the Enclave that show up in the helicopter and run along that path and head inside Project Purity are the same Enclave that will be waiting for me inside Project Purity. But I can get a bit of a shot at them before they do that. I can actually aggro them and actually hit them with vengeance before they actually do anything. So I'm going to try and see if I can do that. I may be misremembering, but if I can shoot them, I will. So we just turn this pipe. Back off over here. Here comes the helicopter. In it lands. And if I've got this right, then I'll be able to, in a second, take a shot at some Enclave folk. Oh, yes. Enclave officer. And they are having trouble hitting me back. I've hit at least one of them. And, oh. And, yeah, there we are. We've got some shots and then, oh, they've shot me back, though. I've taken definite a hit in return. But that's fine. I've done a bit of damage to them. Oh, flip. Was this even worth it? I think this was worth it. They got a shot back in, but it was a really light tap for a plasma weapon. I'm pretty damn lucky with that. Right, go through here quickly. 14 hit points there. That's 265 out of 410 on the true health counter. Now we just find our way down here. We just need to basically go from step to step in order to avoid trouble. And we'll bring us out down here into this pipe. This is bringing us down into the bottom. This area is one we should be familiar with, because this is going to bring us out into that pipe that leads into the sub-basement. So we're going to be back in the sub-basement in just a second. And the question is there a load zone? Yes, there's a load zone between me and there. So right now I can't see those guys. I'm going to go through, and there's going to be 2 guys there waiting for me who can see me immediately and have a good chance of doing so. And also, they're, Enclave guys. That's bad news. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to activate a stealth boy right now, so I don't get spotted and I can snipe those guys off as best I can. 8 stealth boys remaining at the moment. Let's go for this. So there they are, at least one of them, and as you can see, oh, he's actually quite weak. Where's the other one? There should be another. Why is there only one there? I might just snipe this guy off right now. There we go. Right, lovely. He has a not bad chance of seeing you. Now be careful when you fall down. You fall onto the ground, not the water. Because the water is irradiated. Okay. Right. Let's make the most of this here. Let's make the most of this here, stealth boy. I could have sworn there were 2 of them, not 1. But okay, if there's only one, I'll take it. Maybe I killed one of them up top. I didn't see myself receiving XP for it, so I didn't think I did. But I could have sworn there was a second one here. But if there was, I would have seen the red tick by now. So that's a little bit unusual, right? Well, no sign of him anyway. Now, this Enclave soldier, obviously I don't have power armor training right now, and that's really heavy, so there's not much point taking it. Laser rifle, yeah, I'll take that. I'll sell it down the line. I'll run into a shop in the not too distant future. That would mean I'm going to run out of carry capacity really damn soon. Alright, yes, I think we're safe here. Right, yes, on we go. Okay, one enemy over there. Where are you? Hold still for 1 second, my good man. And he dies before he gets the shot off. Good. Still hidden. Is it a good idea for me to just storm into the room at the moment? I don't think so. Oh, leveling up. I don't really want to level up right now, game. I'm busy, but alright, fine. Right, getting lockpick up to that level where just like putting on a hat or something will very easily get it into 75 is probably going to be useful. I'm going to need lockpick to be a little bit higher in future. Science with Lesko's lab coat is already capable of reaching 75. The other, yeah, you know what? I'm happy with that. I think that'll do. Level 13 perk. I think I will just take Life Giver. It's one I'm going to have to take sooner or later. Obviously, it's an obvious one here. So I think I will take that now. Right, no sign of any more Enclave out here. Fine. So that means between the Life Giver and the additional level up, that brings the true health counter to 305 out of 450 into the Rotunda. Now, are there enemies in the Rotunda itself? Or is this... I think we might have passed the worst of it now. No enemies. Alright, good. In fact, you're not even allowed to get a gun out in this section. We are in a cutscene right now.
Stand down at once and turn over control of this facility.
Colonel, I assure you that this facility will not function. We have never been able to successfully replicate test results.
I suggest you comply immediately, sir.
I always find the way this goes slightly mysterious. Like, why the Enclave feel the need to show up with, you know, the troops when they could just show up politely. And why my dad basically decides he's going to murder everyone in the room, including himself, to stop them having it, when he could just say, actually, you know what, your technical expertise could be extremely useful. They may have ideological differences about how the water could be used, but my dad doesn't know that at this point, and they could talk it out first rather than just going straight to the whole murder thing. And speaking of murder, everyone, there he goes. And he also can, interestingly, he goes up to the window because he assumes that's where I'm going to be standing. So, yeah, he just went up to the window to say goodbye to me, but unfortunately I'm standing over here, but the game just assumes I'm going to be standing over there. Right, Dr. Lee.
We have to get out of here. They'll be coming for us next. We've got to evacuate now.
Right, let's get out to that tunnel at the back then. Oh, Flam, be careful of the rads. There are rads in that area at this point. Right, I just took a rad or two there. Now let's just double check I'm not about to run into any. Nope, I think we're good. Right, lovely. That's all of the Enclave for the moment, down here. Now, here's where life gets a little bit confusing. And yeah, this is all very confusing, because the thing is, the enemy that shows up in this tunnel is Friend Ghoul. Friend Ghouls are in this tunnel an awful lot. So, Friend Ghouls will be neutral to me, but Friend Ghouls will presumably not be neutral to these guys. They'll attack all of these guys, because these guys are not actually my companions. They're just people I happen to be travelling with. But does that mean if those guys attack the ghouls back, do the ghouls turn on me? I don't know. I didn't have the chance to test that before I did this run. So, we're going to learn that together now, aren't we?
Don't wander off. We're going to need you.
Unfortunately, I do need them to follow me. I can't just kind of go to the head and skip to the ending, leaving these guys here and then they'll just auto catch up, because I need Dr. Lee to activate, I need her to kind of activate a terminal. I'm pretty sure I could do if I had 100 signs, but I'm not ready for that yet, so as a result, I cannot. Now, okay, that's just an eyebot, fine. Where are the ghouls going to be? And how much radiation is there? Because I can't help but notice there's a little kind of pool of radiation there. So, I honestly don't know how the ghouls are going to react to me. Because the ghouls are fine with me, but they're not going to be fine with all these other guys. And there's also Enclave in here, but not very many. And they're actually kind of at a distance and kind of away from you, if you like. So, it won't actually be that difficult. But still, I'm worried by that. Hello, Enclave Eyebot. Me and you are going to be friends, right? Are we friends? Actually, I don't trust it. I don't trust that Enclave Eyebot one flipping bet. Just in case. You see, now I'm struggling to remember if this is even the right way. I've not done this mission that much. Yes, okay, this is the right way. Now we're getting into the first... Oh, red. Something red. What's going to be red on this map? Surely not. I'm wearing Friend Ghoul's mask, right? Yeah, I'm wearing the Ghoul mask. Just checking I hadn't forgotten that. So what are you? What on earth can be hostile in this area? I've got ghouls, mole rats, anything of that nature should all be fine with me. So I guess that must be Enclave. But any Enclave in here shouldn't be that close to me. So we've got, yeah, nice friendly eyebot. Ah, this is the area. Right, okay. This is the area. Right, Madison, go and hack that terminal. Okay, she's now going to hack that terminal for me. Enclave Eyebot goes in there. I just stay away from the trouble. I'm pretty sure now she will just slowly hack a very hard terminal, which she's impressively doing without actually, touching it, which is very, very clever of her. Enclave are in that room and will shoot down. But if I just stay out of the way, They should be fine with me. Alright, it's been about 30 seconds and she's not made any progress. I'm now starting to wonder if maybe there's a trigger I'm unfamiliar with. Oh no, she stopped. Has she done it? Right, go, 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 go. Back to, yep, okay, didn't go into danger there. Dr. Lee, you done?
What is it?
Dr. Lee, we need you to open the thing. You're the only one who can open this thing. Ah, she got it. She got it. Beautiful. She actually did it. Okay, she successfully pulled that off. Good. There was just a bit of a weird delay there. Right, Dr. Lee, wait here.
What is
There's
it?
now no more doors I need her for.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I want you to stay here. Because now that means me and friend Ghoul can just stay friends. And I think I should just be able to skip to the end of the area without bothering with them anymore. Yep, friend Ghoul. Friend Ghoul is friend. The question is, how's friend Ghoul going to react to those guys? Friend Ghoul's going to run at those guys angrily, but still remains friendly to me. Oh, right. They're all going to run away from friend Ghoul, are they? They're all terrified of friend Ghoul. That's a bit harsh. I think friend Ghoul might have actually just run straight into the Enclave, though. Oh. Right, okay. The Ghouls are gonna mess them up. Oh, blimey. I think they've misunderstood the whole stay still, don't do anything, leave it all to me. Okay. The Ghoul mask. Oh, God. Oh, I have no reason to get involved in this. I have literally zero reason to get involved in this at all. I'm leaving them to it. If they die, then that's fine. Onward to more parts of the Taft tunnels. Okay, into this section now. Oh, we are approaching, I think, yeah, okay. Those red ticks mean we're approaching a rather nasty little bit of this area. Those ticks are Enclave, but they're waiting in an ambush. What do I want to do about them? I suspect I want to... Yeah, I've got a plan for them. However, I think... Aha, yes, indeed. When you pass through a load zone, even if you told these guys to stay still, they will catch up with you. Is Garza's heart condition acting up by any flipping chance?
Garza has a heart condition.
There we go. Well, that's lucky that I've got a pile of stimpaks I will never, ever use for anything. Here you go.
Yes, this looks to be enough. He'll need medical attention once we've reached the Citadel, but this will get him there.
Alright, Jen, just why don't you give him those stimpaks? 5 stimpaks? Bloody hell, how many hit points does this man have? Alright, that done. Let's just remind them I want them to hold still.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. You can see those 2 Enclave ticks on the compass there. Those guys are, in fact, as you can see, one directly above me and one a little bit further ahead. They're on a balcony that's overlooking this next room, and they'll snipe down you. They're real trolls. Like, the first few times I played this game, I hated these guys, because they're also in a really good defensive position, so they're really hard to take out. So rather than taking them out, I'm just going to use another stealth boy. I know we're burning through them at the moment, but I think it feels like the most sensible thing to do to me. So we're going to stealth boy it up, and just head through this room. We'll probably go into caution, because it's well lit up. But I suspect we shouldn't go into danger. No, we're back in the shadows and we're at quite a distance. Alright, we should be absolutely fine. And then you can't just take a shot at them from here, because this is the even more trolly bit. When you go up here, they can see you through the top of that room, so they can shoot at you from here as well. That's a Ghoul. You are my close friend, so I don't need to worry. I don't even need to hide from you. I love you anyway. And then we just need to keep heading on this way. Ooh, hello. One dead Enclave soldier killed by ghouls. That's embarrassing for you because ghouls are not that dangerous. Now, you're a Ghoul and that's a medical lab, so I can just ignore that. Instead, we're heading up this way. More ghouls I don't need to worry about. I really hope I don't need to worry about these guys. I think I can just skip to the end and they'll teleport forward to me if I just get to the end bit. Most of this you can just kind of skip by leaving those guys behind and making it to the end. So ghouls, yep. Ah, yes, this area up here, where unfortunately there's going to be a Brotherhood Knight who's not so ghoul friendly. So just activate this here switch. Then just get past the Brotherhood Knight quick as we can, because obviously he's got a problem with ghouls, even if I don't. So that's fine. We can just leave him. Leave the Brotherhood behind. Leave the people you're traveling with behind. Leave literally everyone behind. There's a little set piece that happens down there where you have to hold out against a whole bunch of ghouls. You don't need to flipping bother. This is all you need. Open ladder to the Capital Wastelands. And as you can see there, Dr. Lee has just teleported forwards to us. So yes, she just kind of presumably ran forward and caught up. Is that cheating? I don't know if that's cheating. I feel like that's a kind of a fairly legitimate game exploit, that if you get to the end of the level, you can't. And my stealth boy has worn off at just the right time. We've made it to the Brotherhood. Everyone is happy. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. We only took 2 light hits for a total of 24 HP damage in that section. And yeah, the ghouls worked out much better than I was expecting.
Lions! I know you're in there! I know you can hear me! You open this goddamn door right now!
And Elder Lions does indeed open the door for Dr. Lee, because right now they are friends, but maybe they won't always be, eh? Right, anyway, let's move on forward into the Citadel. We've actually flipping made it there. You know what? Ooh, 700 flipping experience points for completing the Waters of Life. You know what? I think 24 HP to complete the Waters of Life for a 24 HP loss, that's a really good result. I'm really happy with that. And from that we get to picking up the trail. You know, I want to do this when it's nice and light. I'm going to wait till the following morning because mysteriously everyone freezes when time is passing if you're the one doing the waiting. Because in Fallout 3, you are some sort of time manipulating god. There we are. They've managed to make it just a few steps forward there. Not far at all. You're in caution for some reason. No, you're fine. I was wondering why they were running there. I think they were trying to catch up to where they thought they ought to have got in 8 hours or something.
They've taken over the purifier. Lions, they cannot be permitted to have control over it. It's not right.
No. Calm down. You know as well as I do that the purifier doesn't work. It's useless to them. Perhaps it's time to walk away.
That's not true. James, he found what's been missing. We know how to get it running. Rothschild should help you, but don't forget that he's Brotherhood. I've never trusted them. Be careful what you tell them.
And there we are. We have indeed escorted Dr. Lee inside the Citadel. We have made it here, and I would say that is a good old place to end after three quite nerve-wracking little sections of action in a row, and sadly we've lost 24 HP, but we've also taken Life Giver, and we've also leveled up. So we know we've gained a lot of maximum HP as well, so we're now up to 305 out of 450. I will gladly take a 24 HP loss in order to complete the Waters of Life. Waters of Life had me really, really worried. I think that's a fantastic result for Waters of Life. It just a 10 HP shot from a Super Mutant, 14 HP from one of the Enclave, just kind of hitting me while I was in the pipes. I will gladly take that. I think that's a fantastic result. So, next time, we will clear out the Citadel, and then we are heading on our way, because I think I've made my decision about how I'm going to handle this game, which is, I had 2 options, really. I could basically now either go into Operation Anchorage and try and rush my way to Chinese stealth armor, or I could rush straight to Vault 87 and try and clear out Vault 87 now before I'm a higher level, because if I do it at a higher level, there's a much greater chance of Super Mutant Overlords. And I've decided I'm going to try and rush Vault 87 now using Stealth Boys and Vengeance. I think it's doable. I think that's the most sensible thing I can do. So, next week, the Citadel and Vault 87, a lot of Super Mutants in very tight confined spaces, and, well, this very week, a Super Mutant has already shot me, so that is very, very dangerous indeed. And in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been the still quite wonderful Fallout 3. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Ignore the demon we just summoned, it can't fit over the bridge. Okay,
Yeah?
it can fit over the bridge. Oh, look at that.
Your pantaloons are very, very nice.
Okay, I've got a good idea. I'm going to summon a second demon to fight this one. Oh, look at the lightning. I got quite drunk last night and I don't know where my Death Star is.